Hello audience, VatiWah here and welcome to the best Fallout 4 mod review series ever. I am going to be showing you guys the coolest and skippiest mods for Fallout 4. My character is no longer going to be Rebby, she has become a new girl and I'm going to be calling her, I don't know, let's just say, Areola. That sounds like a very cool and innocent sounding name. Areola. Areola is a preset from a mod called My 4 Characters 1001-4 Looksmenu preset by Virtutes, and you can make your character into these very pretty and beautiful ladies. We have a selection of 11 presets to choose from. The first couple of presets do have a East Asian look to them. They kind of look like a cute Chinese, Korean, or Japanese girl. The second half of the presets have more of a European facial features. One of them do look like Yennefer from The Witcher 3. The presets do have some required mods in order to make them look the same or as close as possible to what the mod author intended. I do have 3 presets that I like the most. The first preset is the most Asian looking of the 11 presets. I do believe that this preset is the first thing that you are going to see when you look at the mod page, so I'm thinking this is like the flagship girl. If I had an Asian girlfriend, she can look like her.
What are my responsibilities as a sentinel?
I need you to set an example for the troops.
The second preset that I fancy is the 801 looking preset. She is the perfect preset to use if you enjoy murdering ghouls in Fallout 4. Perfect.
Weird stuff? Weirder than two-headed cow meat? Yeah, princess. Not looking to buy right now.
The third preset is the one that I decided that my character is gonna look like. She has an Asian look, but she does have some blonde hair and blue eyes. She has a very exotic look to her. If her skin was a little bit more tan, she might look like one of those Japanese Ganguro girls.
Nani? Anything more you can tell me about the library?
A lot of those pre-war buildings have automated security.
I don't think that's enough money to cover clearing out a whole building.
You got a good point.
But anyways, I think Areola needs a new outfit to go on a fresh new adventure. We have the Banshee Recon Armor, CBBE by Deserter X, and this is the armor that you will want to have when you're exploring a new area. The Banshee Recon Armor can be found at the National Guard Training Yard. We can find a box that's located right underneath this Banshee poster. The Banshee Recon Armor looks very agile and very free movement with the one-piece leotard, light chest armor, short shorts, and some military boots. Now it's very important for a recon unit to be light enough to move around quickly and quietly. The Recon Armor can be modded. For example, we have the Chameleon modification where we can go into stealth mode when we're sneaking around. We also have 4 different colors for the Banshee Recon Armor, so you can have something that can blend into any background. Now, I don't think you want to stand out when you're trying to sneak around and gather some information on some enemies. You know, what if like a gang of super mutants get their hands on you? That would kind of end up ugly. At night, the outfit does have some lights on the chest armor. Now the lights aren't too overbearing and too noticeable, so you can stay hidden and, well, be very sneaky. It is very nice to see that Deserter X is back to making armor. I always enjoy downloading and using any armor that Deserter X makes, and I do hope that, well, Deserter X will make some more Skyrim armor because Skyrim is lacking fresh, new, skimpy armor. But yeah, the Banshee Recon Armor is lore friendly and it fits in very well with Fallout 4. With any new armor, we're gonna need a new weapon to go with it. We have the Crosscrown by Niero, and this weapon will send chills down the spines of your enemies. The Cryolance can be found by crafting at the chemistry station. This is what the default Cryolance would look like without any changes or modifications done to it. It is a very incredible weapon with a rotating center and pulsating energy, which kind of gives it some life and excitement, especially when the weapon is being charged. The best thing about it is that with any mod made by Niero, there is plenty of customization. The first thing is that you can add more rails to the barrel. You can have a standard 1, or you can add up to 2 for a total of 3 rails. With each one you add, it takes a little bit longer to charge, but it does more damage. We can have about 13 different colors and themes, and it kind of reminds me of the Plas Rail, which is another one of Niero's weapons mod, which I do enjoy reviewing, and that was quite a while ago actually. Quite a while indeed. I do enjoy still using it. It is a pretty big gun, so it's not exactly a stealthy weapon to use with the Recon Armor, but it still looks pretty damn cool, and you know, I think I would overlook it. For me, I do prefer the Vault-Tec coloration just because of the blue and yellow color. They kind of go very well together, and it is Vault-Tec after all, so it is lore friendly. The interesting thing is that the mod author do have some 4K and 2K textures that's available for download on the mod author's modding site, so you can choose to donate if you want. Now for me, I did donate it just to show my appreciation for all the skimpy mods that Niero has done for us, like the cross swimsuit, cross charred vault suit, the healthcare division synth uniform, and a plethora of other outfits. So the link for his modding website can be found in the video description below. You should definitely get the 4K textures, which is what I'm going to be using from now on. Here are some before and after footage of the Cryolancer. The 4K textures do add in some more details and patterns around the front of the gun, like around the rails, and the cables of the weapon also have some kind of a protective weaving on it. It shows up on the 4K textures, and it's very well worth the effort to get the 4K textures. The Cryolance is kind of like a rail gun. It takes like a second or two to charge up, and the weapon kind of fires a icicle type of a projectile, and when it hits a target it kind of slows them down and freezes them. We now have a kick-ass armor and a unique weapon. We now need a place to explore. We have Age of Airships by Galejro, and we can now live in luxury in disguise. When you leave Sanctuary, there is a vertibird at the end of the bridge. You can now enter the Agamenon, which is a luxury airship. We are in the main room of the ship, and the airship is kind of based on the Titanic, and I do feel like I'm a wealthy girl that is living the high life in the early 1900s, or I think the Titanic sank sometime in 1912 or something like that, right guys? I'm not quite sure, but yeah, you know, it feels very old school indeed. The first level has rooms for people who are flying economy or low class. Now it's not too bad, you know, I would imagine it to be worse. It's a pretty decent place to kind of travel. The second level has rooms for the first class and VIP people. The cabins are a bit more spacious, and they look a little bit more luxurious. And then back in the main room, we have a diner that's decorated with plenty of flowers, so it's kind of a good place to have like a Sunday brunch. On the opposite side, we have a massage parlor, aka Heaven on Earth.
Can you direct me to Heaven on Earth massage parlor, please?
At the very front of the ship, we have the main ballroom, and this is kind of the biggest room in the airship, and after lunch we can maybe come here and have a dance or socialize with your other passengers.
Huh?
When we go back to the main room, we have these miniature airships, these little models, and this one right here would take us to the Graf Zeppelin. This airship is a little bit smaller, but it has my favorite room. I don't mind spending my entire day relaxing here. When we turn around and go down the hallway, we have these different rooms that kind of branch off from the main hallway, where we can relax, eat, watch a movie, study, or do whatever you want. You know, it's very cool. I think this is one of the more, it has a lot more of these rooms where you can go in and explore. Every airship has these miniature models that you can use to go to another airship. We have the USS Akron, and this airship is kind of like an aircraft carrier. It has biplanes and lots of cargo to transport around.
Huh?
Hey there.
Yeah?
Another airship is the R100. This is a smaller airship, and it looks a little bit more compact and rustic, and it does have a brighter interior compared to the 5 or other airship that's available for you to explore. When we go back to the Agamemnon, we also have some missions and quests that we can do. Over here, we can get thrown into the middle of a battle between two Russian factions that are fighting. The reward is some gold. And this other mission here involves us hijacking a ship, and this ship can be yours once you kill everyone and take over the bridge of the ship. The USS Caldera is a player home that is a warship. The interior of the ship has weapons and ammo everywhere. Now it would be pretty cool if we could fire the weapons that are on a ship, you know, kind of like a battleship.
Yeah.
There is another mission, and this one involves assassinating the consigliere of the Mafia before he escapes to Europe. You know, hopefully it's not Tom Hagen from The Godfather. The Age of Airship mod has plenty of other features and other airships for you to visit. I would highly recommend that you download and explore the mod yourself, because I did enjoy looking over the mod and exploring it and finding out what I could show you guys. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff for this mod, and I do again recommend that you download and give it a endorsement. Anyways, I think that's it for this episode of Follow for Mod Review. Now, which part of the outfit did the Banshee Recon Armor improve the most on my character? The bottom or top? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure to bang the like and subscribe button, bang it good. Well then, stay skimpy my friends, stay skimpy.